So, I am very, very proud and excited to announce the big boy button. Boom! New documentary just dropped. I say just dropped. It's actually 16 hours ago. You know what I'm saying? I had to have a little sleep. But I'm very proud to announce the new documentary has finally dropped. Okay, it's a Patreon exclusive for now. All right, because I feel I really neglected my Patreons for a few months. You know, not on purpose. You know, I tried to get this video edited once before, and you know, unfortunately, they flopped. But you know what I'm saying? I've had to have this video edited twice, and it's months and months and months of work. I was meant to be dropping videos way more consistently this year, and everything just kind of fell apart. But we're back on track now. I've got the new team. Shout out to the gang, the new team. Shout out to my new editor, Jalal, my new producer, Ashan, my head of research, Miko, who isn't new. He's been killing it for quite some time. But I'm saying I just got to shout out all the gang, man. Shout out to Fan, who is kind of helping me with my operations and stuff. I'm really trying to build like a more professional business around what I do, because realistically, people, if I'm honest with you, until April of this year when the King Von documentary dropped, I was pretty much out here on my own in these streets, desperately struggling to try and put these documentaries together. And it's been tough. And only recently, finally, have I been able to kind of break through. And the goal is to try and drop a documentary every month. That's the goal. Okay, that's the goal. See if that's possible. But right now, this is what we're cooking, man. So let me read you the blurb about this video, because anybody that's been living underneath a rock, preferably of crack, they might not know what's been going on. But I've been talking about this project for quite some time, and it's taken a very long time to come to fruition. Fruition? Whatever. Anyway, here's my newest documentary. This one has been in the works for months behind the scenes. It's the story of Quando Rondo, Lil Tim, and the deadly gang war in Savannah, Georgia. This piece will tell the whole life story of Quando Rondo, his meteoric rise to the top of the rap game, coming from the most dangerous hood in Georgia, to the beef with King Von that led to the taking of Von's life, and a $1 million bounty being placed on Quando's head. Since the death of Von, both Quando and the shooter Lil Tim have been subject to numerous assassination attempts in both their home state as well as other cities around America, as it appears that Von's surviving gang affiliates are on a lifelong mission to avenge their fallen friend. I hope you find this interesting and educational. Lots more uploads coming sooner rather than later, and from now on I'm planning to make new documentaries Patreon exclusives for the opening weekend. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks again for your support and patience. Now, one city. Now look, I want to show you some of this. I'd like to show you a lot of this, to be completely honest. But this is the uncut version of the video. I don't want to get my stream demonetized. I don't want to get all screwed up. And there's violence, there's swearing, there's dead bodies, there's a lot of messed up stuff in this video that I really can't show you on YouTube. So I might have to just do a little quick scrub and like pick a segment. So maybe let me know in the chat like what part of the story. Obviously, if you're familiar with the Quando Rondo story, well, it's pretty unlikely, to be honest with you. But you know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think, and maybe I'll show you a segment. Let me just take it off the screen and just double check. You'll probably still be able to hear it. When it comes to gangster, eventually coming to Savannah in the dope, get her say on fire and get mainstream. Looks like an interesting what you said. Like Quando also mentioned. Oh gee, this process. So much to this story. It's crazy. NBA Youngboy, and you can tell for a moment that Mimo was flustered and thought that they were about to get shot up. Hello. Was extremely calm. Oh, can't show you that. Can't show you that. I want to show you something that's like mind blowing. You know what I mean? Something that you just wouldn't see. But despite messing with other jerks, but it wouldn't be cash. On the phone. Rhymes leave.
Right.
Alright, let me play you a little something. I've got to be very careful, man, because there's a lot of violence, a lot of swearing. We'll probably slide with the swearing,
Rico case,
the violence, I'm maybe not sure.
Of the deadly shootings that had played out in Savannah from 2016 and 2017, as the years went on, the violence would continue to play out in the streets, with Quando's friends, who he was shouting out on his songs and calling shooters, getting caught up in these cases for real shooting. Because while Quando was in the studios and on the stages, letting the whole world know just how real Savannah was, back in Savannah, it was truly chaos in the streets. Nobody was safe. In fact, back in 2017, when 16-year-old Kevin Jackson was killed, a vigil was held in VBS territory. And at this vigil, a group called the Bullhorn Crew were present. This is a group of community activists who would use megaphones to go and tell teens in Savannah to stay out of gangs and avoid violence.
Again, we're trying to form a circle on the basketball court, please. All of you are here for
a reason, and we declare tonight that you will live, you will walk in your purpose, and you will be great. As these prayers go out tonight, we want to uplift this family. We want to let her know that we are one.
Family of the teen, including his mother, were part of tonight's ceremony.
There's a lot of young people out here. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for us adults, us parents.
Who knows what's going to happen, man?
Who
knows what's gonna happen?
Moms, us grandmothers, to change lives.
Anti-violence advocates challenged the neighborhood youth to put down guns and focus on goals and their futures.
Everybody have a dream when they're young. They want to make something of themselves.
Now, who knows what's going to happen? Should I just hit you with the spoiler alert, man? These rolling 60 Crips in Savannah, man, these guys are so grimy. They're so shisty. They kill this guy. They kill the Bullhorn guy, man. The Sean Trey Grant, man, a.k.a. Puff. He's out here as a community activist trying to help and save his community. He ends up getting killed by the gang, man. This stuff gets deep and crazy.
That's y'all goal. Y'all need to keep pushing. Don't never let nobody put you down. Don't never let nobody tell you ain't good enough.
The man leading the Bullhorn group was a man named Sean Trey Grant, aka Puff. He was apparently beloved in the community and known as the Gentle Giant. And apparently, the Rollin' 60 neighborhood Crips in the area, responsible for the killings that he was trying to prevent, weren't too happy about his activity. So, the Crips would hatch a plan, using the help of a woman named Nulante Grant, of no relation, to get the job done. On June the 14th, 2018, Puff would be out gambling with a group of 4 people, with casino boat gambling apparently being a popular pastime in Savannah. Now, this night, Puff was the designated driver, and he had apparently struck it big at the casino, winning nearly $10,000 on a gambling boat in Brunswick. At some point during the evening, Nulante Grant had gotten close to Puff and gotten wind of his $10,000 windfall. And at a certain point, she would begin texting a 25-year-old by the name of Osha Dunham, a prolific shooter for the Rollin' 60s Crips in Savannah. Cops would later claim that a flurry of text messages were exchanged between the woman, Dunham, and 2 other men as Puff drove the group home from the casino. And later that night, when Puff arrived to his apartment complex, he was ambushed by the Crips, who shot him 8 times, leaving him for dead. The murder of Sean Trey Grant was covered extensively by the local news.
According to the police report, Chantre Grant and 2 of his friends spent several hours on the night of his death in Brunswick at a casino. A friend who did not want to talk on camera told me Grant won a lot of money that night and believes Grant could have been robbed. News 3 obtained this incident report from Savannah Police that highlights new details about the night Chantre Grant was shot to death. According to the report, officers arrived on the scene just after 2 a.m. on June 15th and found a male lying on the ground, possibly shot in the head.
Bro, these Savannah Rollin' 60s Crips, man, this is the gang that Quando is a part of and that Lil Tim are a part of, man. They are out of control, man. The stuff that they get up to is absolutely outrageous. And you know what I'm saying? I think the idea of this video that I'm trying to build up, that I'm trying to communicate, I see a few haters in the chat talking about, hey, no one care about Quando Rondo. You all care about King Von. You're all King Von fanatics, right? Just admit it. Just admit it to yourselves. You're all Von sexuals, and all you want to know is Von. The amount of people that be saying Quando ain't really like that. You know, Lil Tim was a nerd. These guys were raising hell in their city, okay? Lil Tim was the King Von of Savannah. Bro, this is actually what was going on. Lil Tim was the King Von in his city. Okay, this stuff ain't a surprise. Like, when you actually break it down and you learn what actually was going on behind the scenes, this stuff is very, very deep, okay? And so, it's crazy. And it's just thing after thing. So if we really want to get crazy, I'm just trying to get to a bit that doesn't have anything out of control, like violence-wise. But if we jump forward, we can talk about the beef with Dirk. You know, I go all into that. It's basically like the whole history of the gang situation in Savannah, Georgia. Like the reality that like people that underestimated Quando and Tim, like these guys were really about it. They were really deep in the streets in their city. That's an underrated city that people think is soft. People think Savannah's soft. Bro, Savannah is crazy, bro. It's ruthless. These Rollin' 60 Crips in Savannah, absolutely outrageous, bro. Killings left, right, and center, bro. Absolutely brutal. It's like Chicago down there, okay? And then all of that leads up to the situation with Von. Von underestimated these guys. Like, let's keep it real. Von underestimated these guys. He was out here trying to fist fight. He wasn't informed enough to know that, like, Lil Tim was the King Von of his city, and Lil Tim was ready to shoot. He was trained to go, unfortunately for Von. And obviously that then leads to the entire, what I would describe as an interstate gang war an interstate campaign to assassinate Quando, Rondo, and Lil Tim. That's why I call the video Demon Slayers, America's Most Wanted Gangsters. You know, I'm not trying to be offensive, but, you know, King Von called himself the demon. King Von was the self-proclaimed biggest killer in his hood. You know, 7 bodies, all of this stuff. I'm a demon. He said that body turned me to a demon. And these guys took him out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to glorify that, but like they were the guys that out of nowhere killed the biggest supposed demon in the city. And what that leads to, as I say in the title, America's Most Wanted Gangsters, bro, there's $1 million bounty on Quando's head, and they've been trying to collect it every single year. And as you've seen in the news recently, they're trying to ban him from his own city because they're saying he's a danger to the community. They're saying they're literally sliding on him left, right, and center to the point where nobody is safe in his city. And that's absolutely crazy, bros. That's what I'm trying to drive home. But let's play a little bit more. I'm really just weary that I'm not going to accidentally like show a dead body or show a shooting. But this is later in the video when we start getting into the sort of YoungBoy Durk Quando beef. And there was a lot of little pot shots that not a lot of people caught up on. Sides with Lil Reese on Twitter and telling him he's a real demon, saying directly that he watched NLE Chopper's interview about him in bed and saying that he thought to himself how strange it was that he doesn't even know NLE Chopper. I'm that essentially have had something to do. Had a close friend called Dave pass away when he was much younger. Anyway, YoungBoy goes on to rap, "You don't want to see Lil Tim jump out that truck." Another reference to the sequence. Oh no, can't show that, up, and Durk would be quick to respond. Durk would feature as a verse on the January 25th, 2022 Gucci Mane song, Rumors. And on this track, Durk would rap that he's paying for specific people to be shot, and that he's following people when they're in Atlanta. Seemingly referencing Lil Tim being shot, saying they shot someone's homie for trolling him, and they were surprised he survived. As well as rapping that he's not even checking his ops pages to see if anyone died after sending these hits. As well as rapping that he is planning to use women to set up his ops to get killed. Even ending his verse, saying that he won't tell people who shot their friend, pondering why his ops don't call him and choose instead to post on Instagram. And he would also seemingly diss NBA YoungBoy for his earlier back and forth, saying that he is lucky he doesn't do this stuff for Instagram. Then, the following month, fans would hear another response from Lil Durk, going to therapy, nothing being Durk's green. His Let me jump forward. This wasn't the bit I thought it was.
Alright. Okay, Trey. Going on.
This is a part of the video where basically, like, I think this is like a year and a bit after Von died, and everyone's like, Quando's hiding. How many Durk lyrics have we had that he's hiding? Quando's hiding. He don't come outside. Quando's on Instagram Live all day long in his city, mobbed up, not hiding. He's out here with 50 on him, as he says, bro, and it's crazy.
Why around my dudes stuck in the day? Why? My dudes, I got my little all around and shit. Hey, Phoenix, watch my car, cuz. Yeah, I watch. What's Marvin love, bro? What's going on?
I did,
Get me out.
I'm trying to show that cigarette, but there's just so much to this story. I got to jump this bit. Can't show anything from that. And then we get to the whole Brick Baby situation, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Brick Baby situations in this video. And just...
got nothing to do with me, nigga. Oh, 60, you internet ass niggas steady putting stories together. You niggas on the street, no, I don't got nothing to do with it, bitch ass niggas. Stop calling my phone, talking about, oh, hey, you know, man, on 60, man. On hood, them boys got ops, nigga. On 60, ain't none of my niggas crashing out Beverly Hills in broad daylight, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
With this whole situation even provoking a response from
Beverly Hills, man, you gotta be smoked.
Durk, but he denied believing that Lil Durk could have possibly been involved in the hit.
Were you surprised when you started hearing rumors about yourself?
Hell yeah, no.
There's something about Brick Baby, man. I just gotta say it, man. This guy, the way he did so many interviews about having not been involved in setting up Quando, he talking too much, basically, is what I'm trying to say, man. He talking way too much.
Hell no. As soon as I seen, first I seen, all right, I landed in Atlanta, boom. They say he got shot at a football game in South Georgia. He was shot too. So yeah. I'm looking, I'm like, damn, them niggas can't catch a break. Cause I was like, didn't he just lose a homeboy like the day before that or something?
Brick Baby knows way too much, man. He knew that Quando lost a homeboy like the day before. That wasn't very well known. That wasn't widely circulated info, you know what I'm saying? He talking a lot.
He's done with that. He said he's done with that. But
Hey, motherfucker said 1, 2, 3. Man, never in life. Even if I was like, we got retired gangbangers in the hood.
right.
You get what I'm saying?
Bruh, there's a lot to it, man. There's a lot to it. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, man. I'm saying, the Quando case, we got Dirk in there. Look, listen, all right? You want to see it? Patreon.com/TrapLawRoss. Okay, it's up there right now. It's 4 hours. It is an absolutely wild story. There's a lot of stuff here that I just can't show you on YouTube, but it's absolutely outrageous. An insane story, an insane city. Savannah, Georgia, man, is realer than anybody could possibly imagine. It's wild. You know what I mean? It's absolutely crazy. And I think, I'm trying to shine a light on maybe some aspects of this story. This whole King Von, everyone's trying to kill Quando, Lil Durk being involved stuff. And, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot more to it than people think. So go and check that out if you want to see it. Patreon.com/TrapLawRoss. It'll go up on YouTube maybe some point in a week. It's really just because we got to... It's because we got to edit out all the swearing, man. YouTube been coming down on my ass recently, man. They've been going hard. It's a nightmare, man. It really does take a lot of time to censor all the swearing and all the blunts and all the bodies. Every lyric that's got the N-word in it takes so much time, man, in a 4-hour video. So if you want it now, we finished the final version of it. We're still censoring. Head on over to patreon.com/TrapLawRoss gang. The people in chat, they're saying I'm being disloyal to my viewers. I'm actually being loyal to my Patreon supporters, who realistically, I love my viewers, but in the hierarchy of the Trap Law gang, you know what I'm saying? Let's say we were some sort of criminal enterprise, and at the top, I'm the kingpin. I don't know, let's say I'm Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying? I would say the Patreon supporters are like the THF Bezos. You know what I mean? The real ones, okay? The big dogs, the heavy hitters. And, the YouTube viewers, you're my loyal foot soldiers, you're my Lamron soldiers, you know what I'm saying? But, I got to treat the patrons. And also, I'm just being completely honest with you guys. The uncut version of the video is done. It's here. It's ready. Okay? Like, I could either hold on to it, like when I did the Youngboy thing, I held on to it. Partly because I was worried people would pirate it and rip it and all that kind of thing, which has happened before. But I just feel like I've let the patrons down by not giving them stuff. So I'm giving it to the patrons. We're censoring it for YouTube. It will be ready next week. And, we're just going to go from there. But I appreciate all of the patrons that have supported and have been enjoying the video. You know what I'm saying? There's already been a lot of comments all about how much they're feeling the video. Shout out to everybody. All that stuff, man. So it's been good.